Hello, hello, my lovely web weavers. How are we all today? I hope you're all doing well this fine Wednesday morning for myself. It seems like it's going to be a rather relaxed, temperature-wise day, which is really, really good. I have to admit, I was quite worried when they said that the temperature was going to go back up to like 30-something degrees. I was not very happy when I found that out. Why do I keep seeming like I peek into the red? That is rather annoying. I'm not too loud, am I? Anyway, moving on. Let's switch to the Just Chatting stream, shall we? Now then, I don't think there's any to add to the collection. Now, of all the weavers on the web, good. If you do want to be part of the Just Chatting screen weavers, we have a lovely Discord server created by our lovely mod Awake and our lovely mod Taco created the server for us. If you want to join that server, the link is in the video description or my profile bio. Other than that, there hasn't really been very much interesting happening over the past couple of days. The only thing I do want to remind everyone that if you are part of the Discord server and are wanting to join the Community Day Discord D&D that we will be running tomorrow at 12 PM, so about the same time as the stream usually is. Just remember to comment in the Community Day Discord tab so I know who's coming and how many to plan for. But other than that, the only other thing that I can think of is that the next episode of the Nuzlocke will be released tomorrow. I will be recording the next episode after the one that is being released tomorrow as well. So next week you can look forward to finding out what happens. But other than that, I don't think I... Oh, yes, the stream on Friday is still possibly getting pushed back, depending on how long it takes to deal with the IRL stuff that I've got to deal with. Whether or not that means pushing it back by 30 minutes, pushing it back by an hour. At the end of the day, if it goes over an hour, I might just have to message everyone and say that it's cancelled. But I will endeavour to make sure that it doesn't come to that. I would much rather do streaming than deal with some IRL stuff, but that IRL stuff is the stuff that's keeping me able to do streaming. So hopefully I can get that done quickly and quietly and just get home. It's going to be fun. It means an early morning for myself as well. But I hope you're all ready for the Wacky One-Off Wednesday that we have today. We have 3 very good games. One of them is an indie game that basically had huge success back when it was first released. That is being called Forager, of course. Then we have a PC port of one of my favorite PlayStation portable tactical strategy games from that era called Disgaea. That is the very first Disgaea game that I ever played, so it was on the PlayStation Portable at the time. And now they've got it ported to PC, which I absolutely adore. And finally, we have a lovely RPG-style restaurant simulator, I suppose you could call it. I don't know what to really make of it, but it is another indie game currently in early access called Chef RPG. It just had its first major update as of March 1, which updates its research, player home, trading vessels, and new quests. So that should be interesting, just to see what they've changed since last I played. Because it has been a while. I bought it when it was still in, I think, like version 0.5, I think. Yeah. I think the major update for the prestige system just came out, so it was 0.6 that I bought the game, I think. But yes, hopefully you're all ready and all comfy. You've got your drinks, you've got your snacks all ready. And I think I've done all of my calls to arms. Yes, I've done the Twitter post, I've done the Discord post. Without further ado, I suppose we should jump to the gaming screen. Ha! Now, I did test these beforehand to make sure they actually work. So we will not have a repeat of last Wednesday. We are definitely going to be playing the 3 games for an hour each. So the first game that we are going to play is Chef RPG, as it seems like a good idea to start with the one that may become a series later on, but that's not a guarantee. Let us start the game up. Dum dum dum. Now, I don't think I... Oh, I might have. I might have set the volume up already, so... Okay, that's a bit lower than what I thought. There we go. How's that, chat? Is everything sounds alright? Just had to turn it up a little bit because I thought it might be just a bit too quiet. Maybe we'll bring it down to 20, actually. There we go. We'll keep it at 20. That sounds like a good idea. Now, controls are basically just usual WASD and all that. We better turn on the timer, which we will hit refresh, and we shall begin. Select the season you wish to depart. Well, I am much an autumn person, but at the same time that would probably make it difficult to get a lot of stuff done, so for this stream at least we'll just start with spring, which is probably like what people are meant to start with because it'll go through all the seasons. So let's see. I don't think this is voice acted, and seeing as we will be doing a 3-hour stream today at minimum, I'm going to try and refrain from voice acting too much. Now, ooh, that's right, they've got the 2 different races, the human and the android. Yes, we'll go with that one. Body type 2. Thank you very much. I am female. Streaks, Julie. There we go. That's more my color. Now, where is the red? I want red. Okay, I think the closest I'm getting is that one. Now, let's see if they've got beige tank top, thick sweater, yellow t-shirt. I mean, my go-to would be hoodie. And do they not have any shirts? not entirely a fan of pants, honestly. If I have to go with anything, I suppose I'll go with black jeans. Now, my birthday is technically in December, which is summer for Australia. So we'll go summer 14. Meat specialized. So we also get to choose a speciality, which is, we've got rotisserie, poisoner, poissonnier. What? Don't know how to pronounce that, but it's a seafood specialist, basically. An entominier, which is a entermatinier, which is a vegetable. A vegetable specialist. Got a patissier, which is a dessert specialist. A mixologist who specializes in drinks. A saucier, which is a sauce and soup specialist. So I think we're going to go with patissier, as I like desserts. I really do. So we're going to go with the patissier and get 3 dessert recipes to begin with. Now then, we get 7 skill points to allocate, and each stat relies on some stuff. So endurance gives you maximum HP as well as maximum stamina, required for unlocking general skills. Cooking, dish quality, required for cooking skills. Gathering, hunting, fishing, gathering, required for unlocking gathering skills. Relationship gain, and required for unlocking social skills is social. Okay. So I think we're going to put 3 of the points into endurance so that we can get some maximum HP. We're a chef after all, so we'll put 2 points in that and put 1 point in the other 2. Now, if I remember correctly, you can level up your skills. It just takes a while, I do believe. But yeah, I hope you are ready for our little jaunt into Chef RPG. Attention passengers, this is your conductor speaking. We'll be arriving in the White Ash Harbor shortly. Please gather your belongings and prepare to disembark. Alright. So this is how we move basically, and I'm guessing X is to interact. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yes, I am an android. Sugar, I'd offer you a drink, but we're arriving soon. First time going to White Ash Harbor? Good luck, hun. Okay. So that's how we interact with objects and stuff like that. That's kind of... I wonder if we could change the controls. Ah, so it's X or E interact. So it is better than I thought. Okay, so it is E to interact with things as well. For a second there, I was going to get very upset because X is quite awkward as a interaction. You know where I am. Come on, Gramps. Let's go. Where am I going again? Oh no, I hope that poor gentleman doesn't have what I think he has. Oh right, I'm headed to the Bee's Bar for a drink. And White Ash Harbor sucks. Well, that's nice to know. Not looking forward to this. Already getting glowing reviews on the location that we're starting. Hey there, kiddo. Are you excited to ride the train? What am I, 5? Come on, Grandpa. Yeah, it even smells bad. Where are we going again? Ah, here we go. I knew they had artwork to display the characters. So, another reason why I quite enjoy this game is the art style. It's quite jazzy, poppy. It's very different from what you'd expect from these sort of games. Salutations! You must be Gwen, the new chef. I am Hazel. I run the Bubble Shack in White Ash Harbor. I hope you enjoyed your train ride. The very scenic route. Now that you are here, I can help you settle into this little hamlet by the sea. Chef Castiu asked me to show you his old restaurant. I hop, bzzz. Hey, are you okay? Ahem. It's all good, that happens a lot. My chip was damaged by all the water in the dumpster where I was found. Did I tell you I was found in a dumpster? I can't remember anything before then. That was 5 years ago. You must be curious about the restaurant that Chef Castiu left you. It's called Les Sequoias, named after a wonderful tree, sequoia. Les Sequoia. I know a lot about trees. Did you know the sequoia needs fire for the seeds to drop and have a chance to grow? Without fire, the trees would never populate. Interesting. Ah, sorry for rambling on. As an android, I have an eternal fascination with all things living. Anyhow, you must be dying to see your new restaurant. Let's get moving. Okay, so already we've met one of the interesting characters in this game. The slightly malfunctioning android with a very interesting backstory of Hazel. Welcome to White Ash Harbor. It's not big, but I've lived here for 5 years and I love it here. We are walking through the central market. This is where you can purchase a lot of your ingredients. Look over there. This is my friend Uriel. Busy as always with his shop. I think he overworks himself too much. You'll meet him later. Let's keep going. So, like with a lot of the Stardew Valley-esque games, this will have the usual tutorial, you'll have the usual go and meet everyone sort of quest, so that should be pretty good. Come on, you'll have plenty of time to explore the town. Let me show you where you will be staying. So yes, you'll get your house. Hi Tucker, welcome, welcome. Well, you don't technically get a house. You get a room at a hotel in this game. This is our local circuit lounge lodge. Chef Casti has arranged for you to stay here as long as you like, free of charge. Nassim runs the lodge. Say hello for me later. Let's go. Heyo to the last stop. And the last stop will of course be our restaurant, which is where the game will basically be 95% of the time underway. Les Sequoia. Here we are, Les Sequoia. Les Sequoia. Isn't it lovely? I know it looks a bit run down, but I'm sure you'll get it looking spiffy in no time. Before you see the inside, let me go in and clean it up a bit. While I'm doing that, go and meet some of the shop owners in town. They'll be expecting you. We'll have a welcoming gift for you. Here's a list. Most of the people on the list are friends of mine, so say hi for me. Love lists. When you get back, we'll set up the restaurant. Hi, Lacat. Welcome, welcome. So yes, this game has quite the large map. I don't know whether it's all accessible just yet, but it does give us the names of places if we know what they are. So you see, we know Le Sequoia because that's our restaurant. If we go and talk to the person in the lodge, we'll also get the name written up there. But for now, the quest wants us to go and speak to the butcher about acquiring some meat. Alright. So this game does sort of have like a storyline, but at the same time it is kind of just the usual Stardew Valley freeform-esque sort of choose your own adventure kind of game. I don't remember if there's any combat like in a lot of the Stardew Valley-esque games, but I do know that this game was quite fun the last time that I played it. Uriel, would you look at that? The new chef Hazel was talking about. Sorry, I'm Uriel. I'm the butcher here in White Ash Harbor. I always have the best cuts of beef available to my customers. Since you just arrived, I'm sure you'll be needing some ingredients to get started. I have some extra fresh eggs in stock. Also, if you are brave enough to hunt for your own ingredients, there's plenty of wildlife out there. Take this old bow. It's a bit worn, but it'll get the job done. Meat is all I know, but if you are in need of veggies, speak to Melu. She sells produce freshly grown from her farm. Her shop is just to the right. It was a pleasure to meet you, and hope you'll have a good time settling in. Open the character inventory with escape. So yes, it does have hunting, but I don't think it actually has like combat. It's more of like, you know, gather your own resources, do your own thing sort of thing. Max HP, max... I need gathering of 3 for that, which is when reading library books, there's a 7% chance of discovering a new recipe after completing the quest into the mines. There is a additional 5% chance to discover blueprints. Okay. What about our cooking? What do we got here? We've got the flow state. Minigame action windows are 15% more forgiving. I'm outside. Oh, that's right! This game has mini-games when it comes to the cooking. 15% cooking speed when player is cooking. Dish quality when preparing dishes yourself. So they definitely try and get you into trying to do your own cooking. Like, they don't want you to rely on the auto cooking. That is also a option in this game, if I am remembering correctly. So what we will do is we'll take the flow state, because I'm not a fast person when it comes to those sort of mini games. Relationships grow 15% faster. You can now identify happiness and patience levels of customers. Okay, so we'll need 3 social for that, which will take a little while. Forest citizen. You now have the knowledge to identify various wild vegetation. 20% chance of collecting extra ingredients and plant roots from the plants, and an extra rock when mining. Your knowledge of the land allows you to fast travel back to your home quickly. Okay, so if we unlock that, it'll give us the fast travel option, which we might want to take, because if you were here for my Fields of Mystria video, Fields of Mystria stream, you may have noticed that I have a tendency to kind of forget the time and end up passing out. We'll grab the workout skill so that we have a boost to our maximum health and endurance, which will come in handy. So we've got a gift of 15 eggs, which is pretty good. Now, we have watercress and red apple. as an appetizer. We have grilled cranberry carrots, which is very nice. But then we also have a peppercorn elf steak. Elk, not elf. Elk. I don't know what it is today, but my pronunciation is just terrible today. We've got a matcha cake, which is a rare dessert. We need tea leaves, flour, and raspberries for that. We've got a cranberry tiramisu. Ooh. Maybe we should have started with a game that has food, because this is going to make me hungry by the end of it. A grape tart, which requires grape flour and cream. And we don't know any beverage recipes. So minimum 2 dishes, minimum 5 ingredients. So that will be something we have to deal with later. We've got the prestige, we've got the ingredients list. We've got our usual peoples tab, which will show the hearts of people. We've got our collections, our tutorials, settings, and the quitting menu. But that's us at the moment. We've got a pretty decent stamina, I think. So we should be able to do quite a lot of things at current. But for now, here we go, tutorial. Bow hunting. A variety of huntable animals roam the wilds. To use a bow, hold the highlighted key to begin aiming. Release the same highlighted key to shoot an arrow. So hold and then just release, which is good. And then if we want to equip it or unequip it, we just right click. So that's kind of helpful. But for now, let's keep talking to the people. Meilu, a new face. We don't get many of those around here, which probably means you're the new chef Hazel was telling us about. I'm Meilu. My farm owns Takashi Farms. You're going to want to use our produce in your restaurant since it's the freshest around. Here are some samples, but if you want to try your hand at foraging, take this scythe. It'll cut down most plant life and any ankles that get in its way. I mean that thing is not a toy, so respect it at all times. Fantastic ingredients can be found in these lands. Just be careful. Nice to meet you and good luck. Our farm mainly produces veggies, but Nabiha has a great supply of fruits shipped in from out of town. You should meet her. I am sure chefs use a lot of fruits in their creations too. So we got the wild carrots and the watercress. We also learned wild tomato salsa, which is pretty good. Nabia? I think it's pronounced Nabia. Ah, it's ghastly to be steps away from all that meat. Ugh. Oh god, she's one of those types, isn't she? Oh, hello darling, I'm Nabiha. Nabiha. Pleased to meet you. You're that new chef I've heard so much about. Welcome to our little corner of the world. It's a small town, but it is a quaint one, I assure you. The culture here is working class, but it's been on the rise as of late. Take some of these, the freshest and most organic fruits you will find anywhere. And try this recipe for making a fantastic berry punch. It's made me very popular at potlucks. Oh, since you're a chef, you should meet Alois down by the dock. He's a fisherman, so he will know his way around seafood. Personally, I'm a vegetarian, but don't let that stop you from supporting your local industry. And dark berry punch. We got some apples and some cranberries. So the next stop is going to be the fisherman. which is apparently over by the docks. Let us have a look. There he is. Alloys. What's up? I'm Alloys. You're the chef from the shack over on the other side of town. You're braver than most. Look, I'm not supposed to do this, but here's some shrimp to start you off. Don't let the captain know. Also, here's an old fishing pole to catch some fish yourself, since I can't supply you with free inventory forever. Ah, it looks like you've got meats, veggies, fruits, and seafood covered. Wait, I know! Check out the general store and say hi to my friend Philo. Philo? Philo. Why did it have to be Philo and not just Theo? Anyway, Philo for me. If you need baking goods, his shop, Milk and Wheat, is the place to be. Well, catch you later, Gwen. So we got a makeshift oak rod, and we learnt the shrimp cocktail. As an Australian, I take offense to that. It's called a prawn, but these games are not directly related to the Australian culture, so yeah. Now, where the hell are we going? Up here. Okay. Ah, there he is. Philo. Oh yes, you must be the new chef. I don't see what the big deal is with Le Sequoia. It just looks like a dingy old building to me. Anyways, I'm Theo. Come by if you need basic cooking ingredients. Oh no, this isn't my shop. I'm just running it while the owner is away. Why would anyone name their store Milk and Wheat? Look, I don't have a lot I can spare right now, but I can give you something as a welcoming gift. My boss won't notice if a small amount of inventory is off. I'm glad to help, but I can't do any more freebies after this. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this job. Good luck. Looks like you've gotten a nice batch of ingredients to work with. Why not go back to the restaurant and give them a spin? Alright, so we've got an apple pie recipe. Very nice. So, we managed to pick up quite a few new dishes. We got some watercress, some shrimp, a nice wild tomato and onion. We got the apple pie recipe, which we have the rest of the ingredients for in spades. And we only need elderberries for the drink, so we'll see what I'm gonna do. But for now, we'll take the long way back. Oh, never mind. We automatically get teleported. Ah, fair enough. Hazel. You met everyone. Aloys, Melu, Sebastian. Sorry. I don't even know Sebastian, but I hope he's okay. Telling me a shrimp. You're telling me a shrimp cocked this tail. Poor puppy doesn't deserve an. I'm sorry. What the f is she? She is a android that was found in the garbage can and was repaired and then took over the bubble tea store. You met everyone around. Don't you? Hope he's okay. Great. Allow me to officially welcome you to the restaurant. Look at Boba. He's just so jazzed right now. Follow me. By the way, Boba is the frog. I know that because I've played this game once before. And instead of the other option I chose when I first talked to her, I asked her, "There's a frog on your head." So, yeah, it's seen better days. A little worn. Beans. I was just thinking of... Lol. So, yeah. It's seen better days. It's a little worn, but you can fix it up later. First things first, we can have a restaurant without furniture. The townsfolk managed to scrounge up some furniture and cooking appliances, so you should have enough to get started. And to build mode to start placing furniture. Next you should Next, you should place your Ooh, no worries. You should place the ingredients you wish to use in this fridge. Finally, you can manage your restaurant and set your menu here using this computer. It seems like everything. Why don't we give everything a test run? When you're ready, open up, and I get to be the first ever customer of the new Lekoya. The first ever customer of the new Le Sequoia. Brain, just read the words on the page, please. Yahoo! Okay. Tutorials. Storing ingredients. To begin preparing for service, place collected ingredients inside the refrigerator. Cooking appliances. Different recipes are prepared using different cooking appliances. And a build mode and place cooking appliances in the restaurant to use them. Selecting your menu. When you have the required ingredients in the refrigerator and the required cooking appliances placed inside the restaurant, you can select the dishes from the restaurant menu. Okay. So first things first, let's put all our ingredients. And it's right click to transfer stack. That's a good thing to remember. There's that. We'll also add this to the tools menu. That I can actually do stuff. Now, this is the build menu. It's the usual hex grid. And cooking stove there. And we'll put the oak chef counter there. And we'll put the kitchen counter there. And then we need a table. We'll put the first table here. Now, you can't rotate furniture very often. Like, you can't rotate this table to take up a horizontal position. So you've got to kind of be aware that some furniture is going to literally be the way it is. Then 2 chairs, one there, and then we can rotate it there. There we go. I think that's everything. So we'll save it. Oh no, we'll just exit because we don't need to save the restaurant layout just yet. Then we need to select our menu. Our main appetizer is going to be the watercress salad. Our main course is going to be the cranberry wotsits. And we can't get a dessert at the moment, so unless we change the menu. So I think we're going to go with we'll go with a tea house design, because then we can have that. We can have the... Oh, I can't, because I don't have an oven. Alright, so we might just go with a basic layout for now. So that should be okay. Now, you can hire chefs and waiters and stuff like that, but we don't have any sort of ability to recruit anyone currently. We're still in the sort of tutorial. So for now, that's our menu. And then we just hit open. I'm so excited to be the new Sequoia first customer. I'll take the watercress salad. Might be up my alley. Okay. We're gonna go here first. Grab the ingredients, then we're gonna go here. Cookie counter. Use directional keys to hit the yellow arrows as they move over the stationary arrows. Hitting the correct key increases the dish quality. Missing arrows or hitting the incorrect key will decrease dish quality. So this is what I meant before by the game has mini games. Now, if I kind of lock in, I'm sorry, but I kind of get rather locked in when I do that sort of thing, so I'm the only waiter, so it doesn't really matter. Here we are. And they want the main dish, so we'll cook that. Pouring oil. Move the oil canister left and right and hold key to pour. The more accurate the pour, the higher the quality. Okay, so... And then... There we go. Frying. Tap interact when the red button passes over the hit center ring. The more accurate the hit, the higher the dish quality bonus. So as you can see, there are quite a few different mini games. So if you're good at those sort of quick time events, this game will be for you. If you are like me and have a certain level of skill but don't, tutorials. Dirty plates. After a customer has finished eating, a dirty plate will remain on the table. The plate must be cleaned for new orders can be delivered to the customer. We'll take care of that. Let's magic that dirty plate away. Here you go. I'd sit down and join you, but, you know, can't do that. So yes, as you can see, there is the auto cook option, which activate to skip minigames. Dish quality will be assigned a random value based on your cooking level. You must receive at least 70% dish quality for the minigame for each rarity to unlock auto cook. So you don't just get to brush off the minigame if you want to. You've actually got to actively do the minigame at least once before you can brush it off. Service complete. Satisfaction of customers depends on dish quality, wait time, and decor. Higher satisfaction will generate higher tips and better quest rewards. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the game. You go through the game, getting friends, learning recipes, the usual Stardew Valley-esque, playtime-esque sort of thing. Wow, that was a delicious meal. I think Les Sequoia will soar high with you in charge. So, Chef, what should we do next? I'm not sure. What do you think? Huh. Well, I think we should invite more friends to come and eat, right? You have to get this place in shape now. Chef Chetier left me a list of stuff you need to do to reopen Les Sequoia. You could view them inside the restaurant. If you follow these steps, you are all set. For furniture, check out Le Gallier in the center of town. The locals might also give you some furniture pieces if you help them out. That freezer seems deteriorated. Think it'll last? I'm sure it will. I'm a little bit deteriorated myself, but look at me, alive and kicking after all these years. But I suppose I could use an upgrade. Yes, you should speak to Bianca. She's a super smart lady, and I'm sure she knows how. Be careful though. Her help doesn't come cheap. I could never afford her help. I'll be going now. I have to get back to my shop before those pesky kids steal some drinks. Anyways, good luck. Reward. Common recipe. Random beverage recipe. So, right-clicked unlock, and we get matcha berry smoothie. Okay. Alright, so yes, basically the game just now revolves around the usual everyday grind of collecting ingredients, opening the shop, doing the quests. If you ever need to remember how to do something, the tutorials are always there. But for now, we'll go and talk to Bianca in the shop. Locked. Where does this door lead? Alrighty, righty. BB Apartments. That gallery is where we get the furniture. So if we want to get some furniture, we gotta come here. We go and talk to old Henry. Some furniture. We got a kitchen cabinet, common cabinet, house, decay. What do we got in the ingredient, the actual required stuff? A barista machine, a mix station, ice cream maker, an oven. I mean, what do our recipes require most of the time? Chef's counter, chef's counter, chef's counter. Stove, grill. An oven, chef's counter, and an oven. We need a mixing station for drinks. So what we might do is, if it's not too much trouble, we'll grab an oven and a grill, as well as the mixing station. There we go. As for tables, what do you think, chat? Should I get the white cloth table or the checkered cloth table? I quite like the red and purple design of the checkered one myself. And then we could probably get a nice couple of maple chairs. Got autumn floor tiles. Bronze counter. White balloons. Small TV. A brown barrel. Colored balloons. Industrial lights. Got some interesting shrubberies and design choices here. Rustic style. Got the classic style, or the fantasy style. Also got a modern style. Checkers hide stains better. That's very true. We are a restaurant, so it's probably a good idea that we do that. Your sink, a bronze bathtub. But yes, no, we'll get the checkered table, and then we'll get 2 of the maple chairs. For now. Let's actually talk to them. Ah, finally, a real customer. Okay, so they don't have sort of like their own image or anything at the moment. But we managed to get some furniture. And we need to go to Bianca at Bits and Pieces. Hello, anyone here? That's right, she's the punk rock girl, isn't it? Huh? A visitor today? Yes! Bianca. Hi, Gwen. What do you need today? Hansel said you could help me. Hazel said I would help you with what? Wait, is this about that old restaurant? Wait, did she volunteer me? Hazel, you're a sweetheart, but girl, I do not, She mentioned you might need help. Refrigerator in the restaurant is broken. I see why she recommended me. I said I would help, but I'm going to need something in return. My inspiration, if you will. Speak to Theo at Milk and Wheat. Tell him the eagle crows at midnight. If you can get it for me, I'll fix up the refrigerator for you. Bring it back here and I'll help. That word is odd to say. Yep. Okay, so the eagle crows at midnight, apparently. Gotta tell the young bud at Milk and Wheat. Hello, is there something I can get for you? Bianca says the eagle crows at midnight. Eagles don't crow, they screech. I think regardless. What? Bianca wouldn't... Oh! You're here for that thing she wanted. So I do have one left. It ain't cheap though. It'll cost you 200 credits. Wow, that's really expensive. Fine, I'll take it. Here you go. It's a little rare limited edition item. Bianca has taste for things like this. Oh, just a bit of advice. I wouldn't mention it to Bianca if I were you. You don't want to get on her bad side. Tutorial. Relationships. You will encounter fascinating locals as you get settled in town. Chatting with these characters, completing quests, and giving gifts will grow your friendship. As your friendship grows, you may unlock rarer items in their shops, gifts in the mail, and even a chance for romance. Now, I don't know whether the romance system is complete yet, so take that with a grain of salt. So, I don't know whether it is completely done. But hopefully that does mean that we can possibly end up marrying old Bianca here. I mean, what? For expensive box of Goldilocks chocolates. No. Yes, I have it here. Thank you. You'll do well to keep this to yourself, yes? I can fix your kitchen now. This is the last time you're getting anything like that from me, so enjoy. If you need anything else, it will cost a lot more. Meet me at your restaurant. Okay. So, if I try to talk to you again... Yes, okay. Yeah, this is bits and pieces. What do you want? Hello, bracelet. Black shirt, black cutoffs. I mean, that might come in handy. So I'm going to buy that. And then we can equip it, I think. Yes. Now I should actually glow when it gets dark. Or at least that's, I think, how that works. Springfish available. Large size. Largest size. Size 2. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to the restaurant. And finish up this quest before the timer runs out. But yes, as you can see, it's quite a fun little restaurant simulator. It has a lot of interesting little mechanics that you wouldn't expect for this sort of game, you know, especially if you're a child of the dine and dash clicking game era. Gonna start my stream. You have fun. Okay, Taco, you have fun too. Take it easy. But yes, so you can kind of go around and collect ingredients, you know, harvesting vegetation. A variety of edible vegetables can be harvested in the wild with a scythe. With a scythe equipped, base the plant and use the highlighted key to harvest certain plants. Certain plants can be harvested only by hand. So stuff like this, I think you need to harvest by hand, I think. So, or is it just that I haven't got the power to kind of cut it down? Oh no, there we go. Got some sugar cane. There's an egg. Get some more sugar cane. You might be able to turn that into sugar at some point. Ooh, we got some asparagus. That's good. Not a fan of asparagus myself. It's got a bit of a sharp taste to it for my liking. But everybody's got their own tastes. We believe these are mushrooms. Yes. So if we had a mushroom dish, we could use these. And collect some more apples. Go back to the shop now. Back to the cafe. Have you ever seen asparagus growing? Yeah, it's a bit of a strange plant. It does grow rather strangely. And bam, and the dirt is gone. All fixed. Of course, something like this is a piece of cake for me. The fridge has been upgraded, and the storage space is much larger now. In the future, you can expand your fridge further using the restaurant computer. For the small price of a few credits and power cells. Where can I get some power cells? They're hard to come by, but the locals here might give you some as a reward for helping around town. This may be a rumor, but I heard that successful restaurants sometimes receive awards and payments in power cells. Here, I have an old cells container I've just been trying to sell. Consider it a welcome gift just this once. Just don't expect any more freebies from me in the future. Come see me if you need any specialized machinery made. Anyway, see you around. Cute goth girl. Cute goth girl. Power cells. Power cells are a rare resource obtained through quests, festivals, and gifts. They are required for upgrading your restaurant, crafting various machines, and constructing research facilities. Now you see, I think that's one of the new things, because I don't remember that being in the game the last time that I played it. So whether or not that is the case, I can't be certain. Because, again, it has been a while. Also, I'm stealing Bianca's glasses. Yes, I know, right? They're really cute. Need to add that, and that to the stations. Then we need to add our new table, which I'm going to move this one over. And then we're going to put this one over here. Then we can have a nice sort of aisle here. Like, that's going to bug me. So let's move everything over by one, and then there's walkways up along there. I'm not OCD, I don't know what you're talking about. But yes, so that's our restaurant all set up. Now, can we now switch to a tea house? I think we should have everything. Oh, nope. Nope, we don't have elderberries. That's right. But could we do a confectionery? No, because we're still missing quite a lot. I mean, we could go and check the shop and see if they've got some tea leaves. I'm pretty sure... Oop, hang on. What's this? Alloys. Oi, Gwen, right? Quite a place you've got here. Hope you're planning on serving up some tasty seafood. Maybe squid? Squid is my favourite. Early days, but I can think about it. You should. I'll be here every day if aging grilled squid is on the menu. The rest of the gang down by the docks will be too, I promise. Anyway, Hazel's been buzzing about La Sequoia all over town. When that girl's excited about something, she goes off like a runaway train. Looks like she is busy today planning something. In the meantime, why don't you go explore a bit and get settled? Where can I find some fresh ingredients? Well, the ocean is an oasis of ingredients, but if you don't want to fish, you could also forage the northern swamps for wild veggies. For hunting, the lonely cliffs to the west is home to a lot of wild creatures. Good luck, Gwen. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll be off. Got to deliver some fish to the old lady Pomerine. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we've got to basically wait until we sort of do a grand opening. Oh, strawberries. Yummy. I quite like strawberries myself. They've always been one of my favorite sort of fruits, but they're so damned expensive lately. I think a punnet of strawberries here in Australia would cost you about $6 at the minute. So it's been quite ridiculous. Tea might be sold at the... Oh, nope. Let's have a look. Open 7:30 to 4:30. Okay. In May. Hi. Cute, cute, cute. Anyway. What are you two? Information. Okay, so this is just that. An information desk, basically. Ah, so this is the typical help desk. Back of the boars. Recently, tourists have been attacked and injured by enraged brown boars. Reduce their population to prevent further attacks. I'll take that. And by the looks of it, we're only allowed one. We are only allowed one task quest at a time. Back of the boards. So we've got to go over here. Let's hurry and hustle. Make sure that we get there. I don't know what time we will end up passing out, but I don't think we'll actually get to the grand opening of the shop this run through. Go. Collect some of that. Mint leaves. Nice. So we might actually be able to find some tea leaves if we get lucky. As for getting to the map location, we need to go down here and to the right. Da-da-da-da. And as you can see, our glowing bangle is doing its job, giving us some nice bright light. See by. So that we don't get... One moment. Ah. Begin fishing. To begin fishing, face the body of water and hold the highlighted key to charge the power. The higher the power, the further the hook will land. Wait for a bite. Wait for a fish to bite. When the hook is pulled below water, hit the highlighted key to begin reeling in the fish. When hooked, the fish will try to escape. Use the directional keys to keep the fish inside the circle and fill the progress bar. Begin... yeah, we already read that one. Oop, damn. I'm going to take a shot at that bird, but I ended up getting distracted by the fishing rod. So as you can see, there is sort of like a combat system, and the creatures are not stupid. If they're going to die, they're going to try and run away. But their health bar does stay. So there we go. We got some raw pheasant. Some wild carrots. That's good. We need those for the carrot dish that we know. But yes, we'll head back home. And we'll go to our apartment. And of course we have another cutscene, because it's a new location with a new person. This will probably be the final thing that we see during this playthrough. Nasim. Hi, are you new here? Or do I really need to get out more often? Oh, I see. You are the new chef taking over Lee Sequoia. I mistook you for a tourist. My apologies. My name is Nasim, by the way. Nice to meet you. I remember eating at La Sequoia when I was a little boy. It was one of the best memories of my life. It's a shame that it has been closed for so long. I'm confident I speak to for the whole town when I say that we can't wait for it to reopen. Chef Castiu has already reserved a room for you to stay in, room 1B, just upstairs. Please enjoy your time in White Ash Harbour. And as we lay our head on our pillow, in 1A, or is it 1B? 1B. So this is our little home where we can store things. Then we've got the shower. Don't think it actually really does anything. It's just for decoration. Now, the other thing is we can't decorate this room. But yes, go to sleep. Yes. 3 weeks earlier. Bags are packed. Stuff has been sold. This is it. It's a bit shabby, but I'll miss this kitchen, I think. Well, time to go. And with that perfectly timed segue, we have reached the end of today's first Wacky One-Off Wednesday playthrough. Now, I cannot remember how to save, is my only question. But I think... there it is. I knew it to be here somewhere. Yes, if you did enjoy the first game that we played today, I highly recommend checking it out. It is currently on Steam, and I think it is part of the the spring sale. Yes, it's currently at 20% off, and it's only $23.60 Australian at the moment. Now, if you did enjoy that game, give it a look, give it a play, especially for only like under $30. The developers are quite passionate about updating the game, making sure that you have new content coming out. They even, as I said, did their newest major update, which basically overhauled a lot of things. So that should be good. But for now, we shall move on to the next game on today's playlist, which will be Disgaea. Again, this is a game from my childhood, as I played it first on the PlayStation Portable, which was one of the very first sort of tactics games that I ever played. It was also one of the very first tactics games that I completed completely. Like, I didn't just finish the game, I full cleared Disgaea. Dun, 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 dun. So yes, welcome to the world that is Disgaea. Now, just change the volume settings. Oop. There we go. I think that should be better. Change controls. Mouse. Next page. Alright. RPG Maker. I mean, sort of. It's that era, but it was first developed quite fun. Or are you talking about RPG Maker on the PlayStation Portable? Because I do remember that too. Alright, so let's start the game and reset the timer.
The mighty ruler of the Netherworld. His long reign came to an abrupt end as the news of his death spread throughout the Dark Land. Ambitious demons rose one after another to seize the opportunity. And thus began the age of turbulence and anarchy. 2 years later.
So yes, this game is fully voice acted. In most of the cutscenes, most of the important parts of the game, right?
Prince, wake up! This brat just won't wake up. Well, if that's the case, there's only one thing left to do.
What fool dares awaken me, the great Laharl?
Now, this game does not take itself that seriously.
I'm glad you're still alive.
So I hope you will enjoy this wacky, wonderful game from my childhood.
Who said I was dead? I was just taking a nap. Anyways, why are all those weapons behind you?
Well, I was having a hard time waking you up.
Are you sure you weren't trying to kill me instead?
No! I mean, yes. I just wanted to wake you up.
Whatever. So, what is it?
Hi, Life is Bad. Welcome, welcome. You did catch us at the second game. Might turn that down a bit more. There we go. But yes, welcome, welcome, Life. You've caught us at the second game of Wacky One-Off Wednesday. You just missed the Chef RPG playthrough for an hour. It was an interesting game, so if you do want to have a look at that, catch the VOD after stream. But for now, we are starting in on the hour-length playthrough of Disgaea PC port. So let's see how this goes. As I said to chat before, it's one of my childhood video games from the PlayStation Portable. I was making a D&D character. I looked at VOD after. Okie dokie. Are you making a D&D character for the game tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Hope everyone's looking forward to that.
Big news! Your father, King Krachevskoy, has died!
He what? When?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I love how nonchalant Etna is.
Wait a second. So, you're telling me that I've been sleeping for over 2 years?
Yep.
Yup? Why didn't you wake me up earlier?
Well, you're not paying attention. She just basically said she's been trying.
Excuse me, but what do you think I've been doing all this time? The Netherworld has gone to hell while you were sleeping.
Wait, I missed something. There's D&D tomorrow? Oh, okay, so yes. We are having a community... I've been sleeping for over 2 years. Put me back in. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, tomorrow we're having a community day. A D&D session. A murder mystery one-shot. If you do want to join us, it'll be at 12 o'clock, about the usual time that the stream that I do is. It'll be a level 5 character if you want to create one. The premise is you're a guard in the Silk Manor employ, which is like my OC's universe house. and there's been a murder. So I've got all my guards together to try and figure out the murderer. So yes, if you do want to join us, just remember to leave a message in the Community Day channel, as I'd like to get numbers, know what to plan, or how big I need to plan for. But without further ado, let us continue. I love the music of this game as well.
Demon steals the title of Overlord.
What? Have they forgotten whose title they're trying to steal? How bold of them! I shall show no mercy, for I am Laharl, the rightful heir to the throne!
Your humble vassal Etna will accompany you.
It's only a one-shot at the moment. If we get a lot of interest, I might start running an actual campaign. But that would depend. What restrictions are there for characters? No homebrew. At least for this one-shot, there's going to be no homebrew. Other than that, go ham. The one-shot. Make whatever character you feel comfortable being a guard. Just remember, it is a murder mystery one-shot. So technically speaking, it won't be a lot of combat. There might be some combat. I'm not going to spoil anything. But yes, the main premise is you are a guard in the employ of Lady Gwen, Mother of Spiders. And there has been a terrible accident. Someone's been murdered. So yes. But on the topic of this game, it is sort of like an RPG style turn-based strategy game, where each character has their own equipment, their own stats and levels. They'll also learn their own skills as things progress. There is a way to show that. Here we go. So, as you can see, currently we don't know any sort of arts or skills or anything like that. But as we complete the tutorial, we should start seeing more stuff. A new ally has joined your party. What? Linear. Mascot. Okay, this is new. What the fuck? Usagi drop. Okay. I have no memory of that woman, but okay. There's a switch. Press it. I don't know what that does. Yes. So you can play the game with a mouse and keyboard. Is she wearing a bunny suit? Possibly? If I remember correctly, this is the sort of game that would have that sort of joke outfit and costume. Character filter. Change sprite textures. No, don't need to worry about that. Anyway. So yeah, you can either play with mouse and keyboard, or you can use your mouse. So it's up to you what you want to play with. No balloons. Sorry, Root, not today. Today's Wacky One-Off Wednesday, so we'll be playing a couple of random games. I'm assuming if you don't remember her, it's a PC exclusive. Exactly. I'm thinking that's the case. Good morning, Prince. How are you feeling? Could be worse. So, as you can see, the game doesn't voice the mundane lines. Do I need to tell you my character or just show up with my dude? Just a name, if possible. Just drop that in the Discord's Community Day server, if you are coming. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. Anyway, let's continue. But yes, hello Roots, it's good to see you again. Order to prevent intruders, I've closed the gate. Please talk to dementia. Okay, so that's just that. But yes, this game gets quite convoluted later in the campaign. As not only ever played COD Zombies. Oh, when I was a very young girl. I think the first time I played COD Zombies was... oh god, when I was still in high school. Oh wait, this is a game with the gas penguins. Yes, yes! I think it was the first COD Zombies game, like the first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So yeah, as you can see, there's also these little things here. Shit was scary. Yeah, it was back in the day. You know. But yeah, each item has its sort of magic thing. And you can go to a place called the Item Gateway, which, if you capture people and stuff like that... Welcome to the Netherworld Hospital. I'll of course charging you accordingly. You can earn prize based on the total HP and SP that has been recovered, so please go get thrashed in battle. So yes, this game has its own form of comedy. Also, why the hell is the penguin? Assembly is currently not... Why is it the penguin? Oh, is that the character? Is she meant to be the one that used to be here? Huh. Horrific is. There are many features in this game, like the Dark Assembly. Ask the appropriate people for image. Okay. So, and what are you? I keep the Netherworld records. Here you may view the history. If you get an item, it will be recorded. Da 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 da. So you're the record keeper, basically. So we don't need to worry about that. But for now, let's continue the tutorial. When you want to save, press I to open the menu. Press save. You can only save in the Overlord's castle. Once you have entered an area map, there's no turning back, so be careful. For those who are using mouse to control everything, just right click and it'll bring up the menu. So for now, we'll save. We'll save this one. I am the gatekeeper. I'll input the coordinates for your desired destination, Prince, and you will instantly be transported there. Please select where you would like to go. So this game works on sort of like blocks of areas, as you'll see, but each area only gets unlocked after you completed the story from before. So let's begin, shall we?
Now then, time for a little warm-up. I feel a little rusty.
Ah, Prince, we've got company. How convenient.
Stray demons, huh?
Allow me, Prince. You may be a little out of practice after your long slumber. Don't worry, I came prepared. Come on, Prinny Squad!
Ah, yes, the pretty squad. What's up, dude?
Get your butts out here! Now!
Pretty much.
Prince, what do you think of this pretty squad I hired? They're my loyal servants. They'll do anything I say.
Sorry about that, just cleaning my glasses.
Are you sure about that?
There's a mod that turns off most of the lights in Ventric that made it even more scary. Play a new Black Ops game. Ah, I see. Yeah, the era of, like, good COD games is debatable, but...
See? They're loyal.
loyal. Or scared to death that you're just going to murder them over and over and over again.
Does it make sense to beat up your allies before a battle? Anyways, I think we've made those demons wait long enough already.
Hey, you're right. How nice of them to be so patient.
Yeah, that's considerate of them. To show my appreciation, I'll only beat them half to death.
No, we're doing a 4-drop one.
Aw,
So
you're
rolls.
so kind. If I were you, I'd beat them all the way to death.
Kind? Stop that! That word gives me goosebumps! Damn it! I take it back! I'm gonna beat them all the way to death!
He's still a kid, so quick-tempered. It looks like carrying out my plan will be a lot easier than I thought.
You say something!
Oh, nothing at all. So, what are your orders, Prince? You do remember how to fight, right?
Tutorial, basics of battle. Just in case you forgot, let me explain the basics of battle. Move the cursor over the base panel and press the K to select the character you wish to dispatch. I don't know if Etna is scheming. I'd let her. If you want to cancel the order to dispatch a character, move the cursor over the character and press L. For example, if you press L here, you can cancel the action. Now, let's issue a command to dispatch a character. First, move him or her next to an enemy. And select attack. You have now signed an action. However, this character won't attack immediately. If you want to execute the actions that have been assigned, open the menu and select the Execute or End Turn. In this case, let's pick Execute. See? The character attacked. Assign actions. I execute. Remember this. You'll be using it a lot. If you assign actions to multiple characters, they will be executed in the order that you assigned them. Be careful. You cannot cancel actions once you've chosen to execute them. After you're done issuing commands, open the menu and end your turn. It'll then be the enemy's turn. Again, I love how this game does not take itself seriously. In the slightest. Ow! Why do I have to be the one that does this? I'm the next Overlord, for crying out loud. That was an example of something not to do. Only an idiot would rush straight into the enemy alone. You made me do it! So, as you can see, this game has its own, like, comedy, which is just great. Characters killed in battle, like our prince here, can be revived by paying hell to the castle's hospital. Not if you have high defense. That's true. Like, there are some characters that the main point of those characters is for you to stick them in the middle of bad guys, have them group up, and then just obliterate them. If your dispatched characters are defeated, the game will be over. So basically, the basic idea is to gang up on one character and beat the living daylights out of him. Exactly, Prince. Remember to use your head next time. You're the one that told me to do it. Team attacks sometimes occur when allies are positioned next to attacking characters. If several characters attack the same enemy in a row, a combo will result and greater damage will be dealt. If you want to know more, press I and select help from the menu. Alright, so that's pretty much the tutorial. Like, they run you through and then give you full access to everything. Go there. Hunt the penguins. Yes, that is something that does occur. Like, if you get, let's say Lana, right? We move Lana over here. If we get someone like Etna to... Oh, we can't do that yet, because it's a tutorial. So we have to just fight at the moment, unfortunately. So we'll attack. We will get to that though. Yes, the evil mechanic that everyone despises. The tutorial. Hey, Duck. Yes, Disgaea. My very first PlayStation 1 game that I used to play as a young kid. Move you over here just in case it doesn't kill you, which I think it should. And I think that other character's a bit of a overpowered character. So, attack. Also, the team attack that Etna was talking about, it'll always show the percentage chance on the top left corner. So as you can see, we have a team chance. Trainee go boom, yeah. We haven't got to that tutorial yet, so we can't actually do that just yet. But now, the saggy drop. As you can see, the game has animations for every attack. For every special attack. The bigger special attacks have more over-the-top animations as well. Now, let's see if we can trigger a team attack. Move that one there, and then if we do this, it should execute. Yes, so this is what happens when a team attack goes off. It does its own little special effect, which I absolutely adore. And if you're good at strategy games like this, you could chain them together like that. And there you have it. The first tutorial stage. On to the next one. More stray demons. How annoying. I wish I could just toss them. Well, why don't you? You can. Tutorial. Lifting and throwing. For our ignorant prince, let me explain the command lift and throw. And of course, it's going to be Etna In a situation like this, where you're too far for your attacks to reach, yes, Pengy Nukes. Pick up a character by selecting Lift. Hey, stop it, Etna! Then select Throw. You'll have to decide the direction, You'll have to decide on a direction and distance, too. I'll throw you next to the enemy. Oomph! See? That covered a lot of ground. Now you're able to attack. You can use Lift and Throw on both allies and enemies. Keep in mind that only humanoid characters can use Lift and Throw. Monsters can't do it. By making good use of these commands, you can extend your attack range. This is very helpful in moving around on some maps, so don't forget it. There are other uses for this command, besides covering ground, like holding an enemy so he or she can't move, saving injured allies from danger, etc. By the way, prinnies will explode when they are thrown, so handle them with care. Dude, you've gotta be kidding! And if you throw an enemy at an enemy, there may be other fun uses waiting to be discovered. Try experimenting. That's it, I'm gonna throw you next time. Oh, and one more thing. A character will take damage if the turn ends and she is still holding someone. The sadism in me wishes that the game didn't tell you Prince exploded. I mean, I can't remember for certain, but I'm pretty sure in the original game, they didn't tell you. You kinda had to learn that shit your own self. So... throw! Boom! So yeah, as you can see, the prinnies are kind of like artillery, basically. I would probably recommend playing this with a controller, because trying to do it with mouse and keyboard can get a little bit difficult, in my opinion. But that, again, is just my opinion. And you don't have to listen to it in the slightest. Aren't they die after the throw? Yes, they do die. So it is recommended that you do it only when you think it is necessary, because it will cost you hell to resurrect them later at the Overlord's castle. The saggy drop. There we go. Or when it's funny. Yeah, or when it's funny. I think 9 times out of 10, the reason I did it was because it was funny. In typical Etna style, the chance of actually helping Laharl is only 50%. So that's always fun. Alright, execute. Bullseye! There you go. Now there is ways to increase your bonus gauge, but currently we're about to learn about them. So here you go. Geopanels. Interesting. These are geographical features that are tuned to the elements of the universe. Crystallizations of those elements result in geosymbols like this one here. Well, that doesn't explain anything, so let me clarify with a few things. Tutorial, Geo Effects. Let me explain geo-effects, a system which will heavily influence battles, and that ain't a joke. Sometimes those geo-effects are a pain in the ass. Take a good look at the colored panels on the map area. Notice the enemy boost, plus 50%, is displayed at the top of the screen. This means that when an enemy is on a blue panel, his or her attack and defense will be powered up by 50%. This is not good for you, so it's wise to get rid of this effect. You might be wondering, where does it come from in the first place? Why, looky here! I just found an object labeled Enemy Boost on the blue panel. This guy's the culprit. How obvious was that? This object is called a geo symbol, and as long as it's on a colored panel, all panels of the same color will be affected. Let's toss it somewhere. The effect Enemy Boost is no longer on any of the blue panels, but... the geo symbol is now affecting the red panels. That doesn't change much. Let's destroy it then. Oh, before we do you see two blue displayed in the geo symbols status window? Remember that. Now it's time to attack. Go ahead, Prince. And as you can see, she's set him up again. The red panels are now blue. Remember the two blue in the status window? This is what it was referring to. Destroying a blue geo symbol will turn all panels, which are the same color as the one it was on, blue. Damage will be dealt to anyone standing on one of those panels at the time, so be sure to take that into consideration. No damage will be dealt if you destroy a blue geo No damage will be dealt if you destroy a blue geo symbol on a blue panel. No panels will change color either. You can build up your bonus gauge by changing the color of geo panels. If you are able to use what you've learned to destroy all the geo panels, then you will receive a panel termination bonus. All of this relates to the term I used before, geo effects. That's pretty complicated. You're right, it is. It might be a good idea to start off by destroying only the harmful geo symbols. Nullifying all the panels is for experts who understand the concept of geo effects completely. You're not one of them. What'd you say? Not all geo symbols have negative effects. When you get the chance, you should try and take advantage of the useful ones. Lastly, press the Tab button to turn the geo panel display on and off. Oh, right, that's my neck. Alright, so... what color is that on? That's on blue, so it'll turn all red ones. Okay, so I need... Etna. Because it'll go in order. So what I need to do is, it'll hit that, it'll turn all red yellow, and then it'll turn all yellow blue, and then if I get that, lift, and then, God damn it, this is why I say you should use a controller. Lift. Throw. Blue. No, onto the red. Then we get enemy. Go up here and attack the geo symbol. And then it should yes, because it destroyed the blue one first. Hi Rain, welcome, welcome. We're just halfway through the tutorial for Disgaea in the second Wacky One-Off Wednesday game. So you did miss the Chef RPG playthrough. If you are interested in that game, which is sort of like a cafe running game. Just got home. I hope you've been having fun with the game so far. Yes, I have, Rain. I'm actually enjoying that these are all working for a change. But yes, as you can see, that's how we increase the bonus gauge. And when we do, we get extra items, extra gold, all that sort of stuff. I'm starting to get the hang of this thing. Okay then, are you ready to request some allies at the Dark Assembly? Oof, a cafe game sounds nice. Yeah, it was. It really is a really good game. I recommend going back and watching that in the video after today's stream, because it is quite a lovely little game. But there you get to create characters who will become your loyal pupils. Loyal pupils? That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Alright, let's go. So, this is the other thing that I enjoyed about Disgaea. Here you can create characters as well as submit proposals. In order to submit proposals, you have to have energy known as mana. You can gain mana by defeating enemies. If you want, you can use the mana you have right now to make a new character. A cleric might be useful for healing, while a warrior or brawler might come in handy when attacking. If Prince Laharl makes the characters, they will become his loyal pupils. Manage their growth carefully. Would you like to do? I'd like to summon the assembly. So as you can see, we've only got 1 mana, but Plenier has 6. So you can go into here and change character's name. Promotion exam, which basically means it'll rank up the level cap. But for now, we'll go to the character creation. And as you can see, we've got a large list of characters. We've got the Red Skull Mage, and then we've got the Red Mage. The Red Skull is a fire mage of the male gender, and the Red Mage is the female gender. Why they split it like that and not just had, like, choose an option for a skin, I don't know. But we have the Cleric and the other Cleric. 1 male, 1 female. So yes, we'll make a Cleric. Now, you have levels, which will increase the ability bonus that you get. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana, so we're going to go for a good for nothing. So, as Rain was our healer last time, I think we'll give Rain the position of healer this time as well. Alright, there we go. Now, unfortunately, because we had to get the good for nothing level, we have to reduce stats by 5. So for this character, I'm going to take away from the speed, which again, like your previous healer, is going to have reduced movement. Rain has been created. Huzzah! So yeah, there you are now. You have the move value of 4 because your speed's not great. But after that, that's pretty much it. Always slow. Yes, for some reason we end up with having you always in the slow position. But yeah, as you can see, there's also something called a promotion exam, which if you do it, you need to go and beat a set number of creatures. It's okay, I'm slow too, lol. So yeah, we didn't actually remember to heal. That's okay, we should be fine, because this is just to show you, you know, what happens. A saggy drop. Boom. So, can you still use an item? No, you need an actual what's the name. Anyway. So yeah, they do have a counter mechanic, as you just saw. So it's definitely one of those games that has a lot of depth, while also not taking itself extremely serious. Also, although the main character is Laharl, well, Laharl, Etna, and another character that I'm not going to spoil just yet, it doesn't mean that you have to use Laharl, Etna, and the other characters. You could go through the entire game and leave them at level 1. I don't recommend it, but you can. So, now, what does clearing the upgrade do? Well, now that Flenia has increased her rank, she can now actually request more stuff. Not to mention, as you level up in the promotion exam, you could unlock specific creatures that you could get. Not to mention, every creature that you kill during a promotion exam, the mana value will go to you as well. Also, I'm noticing I'm peeking into the red. Am I loud today? I'm always very worried that I'm going to be too loud for people. But yes. Now, one of the things that you always... Hey, Prince, have you gone to the hospital? You should make sure to heal everyone after a battle. Treatment may not be free. It costs hell. But please heal us too, dude! No, I'm good. That zombie gave you 300 hell. So yes. One of the things that you always want to do is get treated. Now, the quickest way to do that is just to hit the heal all button. Because 9 times out of 10, you will have enough gold to deal with it. I don't think we can do item world just yet. Dangerous place in the other world. Walking and unprepared, you may die. Topography, geopanels, and geosymbols. Change every time, so you might run into gaps in your path. I'm not to blame if you enter without an item to escape. Ah, so we can. So, as she said, in the item world, you need a special item to leave. That, or you need to reach a certain... Oh yes, that's just explaining what I said before about, like, skills and stuff like that. If you use a weapon enough, and you have a high enough affinity, for that weapon, you will learn skills. So, for instance, Laharl. Laharl has a... has a level A affinity with swords. So if I keep him using like the swords category of weaponry, he will eventually learn sword skills. Same goes for if he wanted to be an axe wielder or a spearsman. I should park now. I wish you fun in your nostalgic adventures. Alright, Lacat, have a good one. But yes, the only thing is, if they're lower than, say, an A, they take forever to learn skills. The only thing worse than like a C is like an F. Because there's certain skills that certain people you shouldn't use certain weapons with, apparently, in this game. Yeah, so for instance, you see here we have Rain, who is an S tier when it comes to using the staff. But everything else is sort of like D to E tier. The only other one is a bow and arrow. But yeah. When I was talking about counters before, that's what I was talking about. So if a person has a counter number, that's how many times that person will attack back when they get attacked. So for instance, Laharl has 2, Etna has 1, Trainees have 0, same with Rain. So if Rain gets attacked at level 1, she won't attack back. But for now, I was explaining the item world. The item you need to get when you go into the item world is a go home door, which looks like we can't buy at the current moment. And I don't think we have one. No. So what I'll do is I'll save just to show you guys what the item world is. Because this will be probably the last thing I show you about this game. Because after this, it's just follow the story, fight the enemies, make dudes, level up. That's the entire premise of the game. So when we go to an item world, you'll see that we have little people. Now each one of those gives boosts to certain aspects. So for instance, in this ABC gum, which is pointless to have speed and hit in, if we actually manage to subdue these two, we could move it from here to here, which in that case would increase the weapon's bonus to speed and hit rate. So it adds another layer to the game where you can actually get like super powered weapons with added bonuses and stuff like that just from doing the item world correctly. Now each thing has its own level. As you can see, the manager level 6, the teacher level 2. As you can see, the teacher gives a +2 to intelligence, which would be great on a wand or a staff. So I'll show you what it's like. Oh, we already got one of the residents. That's perfect. So when it comes to the residents, we need to defeat them. Not the bad guys. Not anyone else. If anyone else defeats the resident, we shall miss our chance at getting that resident. These things are just decorative. Don't get fooled. You can't really do anything with them. Neither with the barrels. They're just obstacles. But the objective is to kill everything on the map, or kill this guy and get to the dimensional gate, which will advance you further. Now, the thing is, you've got to reach floor 10 before you can leave naturally. So it is highly recommended to make sure you have one of the go home doors. Otherwise you'll be doing this all day. But for now, we shall finish up the 11 minutes by seeing how far we can get in the item world. Now, something else I want to show chat. Remember how Etna hinted at something about, oh, what would happen if you throw bad guys together, right? Well, if you're game enough and have high enough levels, you can level up the bad guys and make it so that there's only one target. Oh, also, another thing that you have to remember is when you summon a person, like when you first make them at the Dark Theater, or the whatever it's called, they don't get weapons. They don't get anything. So you've got to remember to equip them before the battle. I forgot, because I'm an idiot. But yes, so that's something to always kind of have in the back of your mind, that if you are going to summon someone, make sure you have some weaponry on hand, or at least enough money to buy some weaponry. Just finished my D&D character. That's good to hear. I hope everyone will have great fun with the murder mystery tomorrow. You have subdued a specialist. I go into battle unarmed. Hey! Welcome back, Tucker. Welcome back. Here's a team attack. But yes, the item world is kind of a very difficult place, because not only does there usually amount a lot of brain, come on. Not only does it usually have a large amount of enemies, it tends to have an increasing level difficulty the further you go along the levels. Like, so floor 1 may be level 1 for this world, but another item could have floor 1 being level 10s. So you always got to kind of make sure to keep an eye on that sort of thing. Shut. So yes. The basic mechanics are just rinse and repeat until everything is dead, basically. So, then we need to move Laharl. You can attack Goldie. You can move over here. End turn. Trainee, dude. Now, counters also work on counters. So if you get attacked, you will attack back. Also, you can attack friendly creatures. I don't know why you'd want to. Maybe there's a special ability that lets you. But usually it's a bad idea to attack your own characters. You know, but it is a possibility. So if you're a sadist and you want to, like, murder things, you can do that. Saggy drop. But yes, that is pretty much this game in a nutshell. Now, I know we've got 10 minutes left, but 10 minutes. We've got 5 minutes left, but unfortunately I need to run to the bathroom. So I'm heading to bed as I am old. All right, Taco, you take it easy. But I'll be right back. I'm going to stick you on the be right back screen. So if you need to get a drink, go and grab a snack, or do anything like that, I'd recommend doing that now. We'll move on to the last game for the day once I get back from the bathroom. So I'll see you shortly. I have returned. Sorry for that. Been making sure I stay very hydrated today, as I don't want my voice going bad. So let's switch back to the gaming screen. And let's move on to our final game for today. We will be playing the popular game from 2019, Forager. Now, I remember when this game came out, how crazy everyone went for this game. Yeah, so just set everything back up. There we go. Let's let us reset the timer. Why is my timer not refreshing? No? Uh-oh. What's going on? Why is that not refreshing? There we go. Alright, a little bit of lag, a little bit of scuff. So that's always fun. We'll turn the sound up. There we go. How's that for everyone? game volume okay? Dun, 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 dun. All right. So that's that. Let us play. We shall start a new game. And we'll just play classic for now. Original forager experience. Collect resources, build your base, and expand your empire. Escape to open a menu. So yes, this is basically a semi-idle game. Semi-XP. Semi-resource collection game. So here we go. And cut down trees. Collect materials. You have a hunger bar, which is the little thing underneath your health, which you feed by getting berries. If I remember correctly, you can also upgrade gear. You've got skills, which you can unlock when you get skill points from leveling up. But yes, as you probably saw from the home screen, I have played this game quite extensively. That really high level character is not for show. That is me wasting days in this game. So let's build the furnace right there. Fish trap. Make coal. Which then we can leave that to run on its own device. You slowly kind of build up a resource chain, basically, where you'll have a thing collecting wood to be fed into the furnace to make coal that then feeds into making iron and stuff like that. Level 2. 1 skill point awarded. So yeah, each of the things has different additions. So cotton spawns more often, allows you to find wheat, allows you to find beets. That's if you choose foraging. Okay? Well then you can go to economy, instantly gain 40 coins. Foragers create 4 extra coins every time. Magic, gain 25% more XP. Unlock steel, unlock glass, gain XP when building structures. My first go-to usually is magic, because the XP gain is quite helpful. Then I usually go for foraging, and then industry. I usually leave economy till last. I'm exhausted. Yes, yes you are. So we need to eat some food. There we go. Now we can keep working. There we go. What does brick do again? More solid than plain stone, this can create some fine structures. Okay, I can't remember what they're used for. But we'll craft the maximum we can of that. Because if I remember correctly, one of the things that we need to build is a forge. Which requires bricks as well. So that's what that's for. Okay. So basically this is one of those games that you can really turn your mind off to over time. And things just respawn again over time. You do have a day-night cycle, which certain times, certain things can spawn. Yes, I know you're hungry. Monsters spawn at night in certain places, if I remember correctly, that is. Sewing station. So we need 4 brick. What do we need to make brick? We need more charcoal. We'll make the maximum charcoal. Oh look, gold. So yes, this is a really, really cozy, sort of comfy game. It can get stressful when you start getting into like combat and stuff like that. But for now, all we need to do is kind of focus on building up our base slowly. Okay. So now we can make... No, we need to make brick. We'll craft that. And you can set crafting to infinite, so that as long as you have coal and the resource, it will just automatically build it. So for instance, if you set one of the forges to infinitely craft coal, as long as you're cutting down trees, you will have access to making coal. Now, you need to remember there is a distance, and items will just sit there. Tick, tick. I want to move that one from there. I want to move it to here. I want to get the forge, and I want to put it where I can't put it because I can't move. Hang on. Move out of the road first. Then we can put the forge here. Right. Oh. So yeah, the next thing... the next thing that we kind of need to focus on is getting the lands. So to get that, we need to get money. To get money, you need economy. But for now, we're going to go with foraging. Then we're going to go industry, then we're going economy. As that's my usual play style. As I don't mind taking a little bit of time to do stuff. You can also make coins with gold ingots. Basic shovel. Iron and... energy is low. Yes, yes it is. So what we might do is we'll add those to the toolbar so that we can just do that. Now I know I said I could set one of the furnaces to do coal forever, but that would also stop us from getting any wood, because it would just automatically go to the furnace. What's that? More iron. Yeah. It's a very slow-paced game. Like, there is a speedrun challenge. But I mean, we're not in a hurry, are we, chat? We've got nowhere to be. We can relax, enjoy each other's company. And if you fall asleep while listening, that's also okay. So, what do we need? We need more iron ingots. Keep harvesting the iron ore. And then hopefully more coal deposits end up showing up. Now, that's from one of the things that we upgraded, the wheat. Now, I don't think we can just straight up eat it. You've got to actually mill it down and turn it into flour, and then from flour into bread. Turnips, on the other hand, or beets in this case, can be easily taken care of. But yes, I remember playing this game quite a lot after high school. Just to relax, just to kind of zone out and completely and utterly tune out everything. Which is probably not a great thing, because it did mean that I kind of forgot to do a lot of my homework back in the day. But it was quite fun. It was a very fun game to kind of just lose yourself in for hours. Okay. So, what we need currently is more iron ingots so that we can get that shovel. And I think the thing we're missing is, yeah, iron ore itself. So currently we're just pretty much spawn blocked, basically. You've got to get lucky and hope that an iron vein spawns. I'm exhausted. Yes you are. So we just gotta wait. Hope we get some berries. What I might do is I might wait for another bush to spawn and create a fish trap. I should eat. Yes, you should, but currently... Oh, actually, we can eat the beet. Eat the beet. And then when we get another berry bush, because we still can't... Oh wait, we can get some coins, which I think they're like 5 coins per gold, or is it a random amount? I can never remember. No, it's 8 coins. Alright, now that we have the berries, we can make a fish trap, which then will let us be able to catch some fish, which we then can cook and get better Energy recovery. I think we need to put berries... No. Okay, so it is just a sit and wait sort of deal. Flower. What do the flowers do? Not only is it pretty, but it's surprisingly versatile. Let us keep gathering materials, as we definitely need to make sure that we get that shovel, which we are 2 ingots away from, so we need 1 more ingot. Yes, your energy is low. Only have beets. Now, I know I have a... Whoop, don't hit the thing with the axe. Should eat. Eat what? We haven't spawned any food in the past, like, 3 ticks. Here we go. The fish. We cook the fish. Then we take the cooked fish, add it to the top bar, and we eat it. So I'm going to save those berries up, and hopefully, we can build a few more of those fish catchers. Fish trap. There we go. Oh, we can get another one. We need 5 berries, not 4. I thought it was only 4. What a pity. Grab this gold. It's here. Now that we've got that, we can get the economy. And that now means we can expand. We've got 30, 60, 50. What do you reckon, chat? Left, right, or above? Or do we save up and go for the bottom? I'm thinking we go for the one on the left. But that's just me. Or we could get the one above us. Let's go with the above. Oh dear, what did we find? Did we find the old guy that always says, "Stay a while and listen"? Got a fish. Got a fish, which is good. Give me that. Eat the beet. Get some wheat. Eat the beet, get some wheat. Make me something good to eat. Here's a question for you, chat. What are you going to have for dinner or lunch today? I'm going to make myself some all-girl nachos. Rain has a mind-reading ability. Alright, so what are you? Just the person I was waiting for. The natural resources are being exploited by little jerks with pickaxes. I need you to bring me 2 torch bugs so I can keep them safe from harm. Okay. What's in here? Ah, so this is where we can change our player character look. I don't have many customizables at the moment. Curious. Working on cooking pasta. Ooh. Yummy. Love pasta. There we go. Eat the orange. And we need one more berry. One more berry. Oh, we should be able to... No, I need one more bit of wood and one more... One more bit of wood and one more iron ingot. Now... Yeah, we're missing iron... There it is. What are you going to make with the pasta, Rain? What yummy things are you going to make? There we go. We can finally get the basic shovel. Glass and thread. Glass, we need 2 sand. What have we got? Another fish. Yay. Now I can cook up the fish. And we need to get a sewing station. Means we need wood and brick. There we go. Now we can eat the fishy. Great. Now our energy's back to full, or nearly to full. Oh yeah, still waiting for the shovel to finish. Got some sand. Collect all this gold. Gather some wood. Oh, there's a slime. There we go. We need 15 iron, 4 torch bugs, and 20 jelly to get the next level of pickaxe. Currently, slimes are going to start spawning now, by the looks of it. I don't know what prompted that, but it's kind of a good thing. Not much in my house right now, so it'll be a shrimp and fish in tomato sauce over penne. Oh, that sounds really nice. I could think of some veggies to bulk it up though. Shrimp. Maybe carrot? Carrot. Some corn would probably go good. You know, sort of like a pasta fried rice sort of deal. Ooh. Basic shovel. Dig up dirt to plant crops or find items. So, we'll build another one of those fish traps over here. And then can we? No. I think we need a level for that. More inventory slots. Crops and plants. Unlock bows. Unlocks markets. Unlocks vaults. Unlocks alchemy. Unlocks swords and increases damage by 1. Alright, so for now, just leave that alone. We'll make some gold coins. There we go. We'll use the level up this time to get the extra backpack space. And then we can unlock fishing, I think. Grab all that gold that we're creating. Alright, we'll grab the bottom one this time. Oh, look, a chest. I wonder what's in it. I forgot this game had a dodge roll. Alright, so let's build some bridges. We need 5 wood. Haven't any corn. I'll take a risk and add this can of collard greens. I mean, that could work. Make some coal. Make a cooked fish. Grab these berries so we can make another fishing trap. Need wood for that though. I think beans, if I remember correctly. They're sort of like beans. If you like beans, then you should be okay, I think. Okay, note to self, you can take damage from overworking. I forgot that was an actual thing that could happen. I think that's actually a guaranteed strategy though. Work yourself until you take damage. And then you should be able to do stuff. I need more wood. I need 4 more wood, so... It's 2. And then... that. Now we can make another one of them. There we go. Some coal here, which is good. Make a couple of cooked fish, which is good. Some sand and bones. Another fish. We need more... We need more coal. That's scary. They're half the size of my arm. Oh, wow. Alrighty, righty. So, eat that. Alright, so we've got to hope that we get some more... We've got to hope that we get some more coal deposits. Yes. As you can see, this is pretty much the game. And unfortunately, as you can probably hear in my voice, I'm starting to get a little bit croaky. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to end it here today. As I'm starting to get a bit of a sore throat. I don't know why, but my throat... Yes, no, I've been hydrating quite constantly, but I don't know what... I don't know what's causing it, honestly. But for now, we shall see who else is streaming. And hopefully I can send you off into a fun streamer who can keep you entertained. Slightly better than I. What have we got? It looks like Frostbite is playing Mario again. That could be interesting. Yeah, you know what? We're going to raid into Frostbite. So at the end of the game, at the end of the stream, oh, thank you, Rain. Manual Weaver raid. Spiderweb. So if you could follow me over to the YouTube link in the chat after the stream ends, that would be much appreciated. But for now, I hope you have enjoyed this wacky one-off Wednesday, and that if you found any of the games interesting, that you might go and give them a try yourself. But for now, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your time zone, and I will see you on Friday for more Persona. Good